Hey everybody, Seth McClung here, former Major League Baseball player, pitcher, and I'm going to talk to you today about something that, a lot of people are saying a lot of different things about. We're going to talk about the breakdown of the pitcher's arm. Children's injuries are up, they're skyrocketing. Tommy John in youth is skyrocketing. And I'm gonna go through a list of things that happen, and I'm going to talk a little bit about each one. The reasons why. So many times people ask me, is it because they're throwing hard? Is it because they're doing this? Well, there's a lot of reasons why, and it's a combination. So I've got it broken down into youth ages 8 to 12, youth ages 12 to 15, and then high school 15 to 18. And so some of these things build upon each other, and you have these problems that are coming from the youth 8 to 12 that bleed all the way into high school ages 15 to 18. So sit back, here's some honest truth bombs here about why kids are not throwing as hard as they can throw and why kids who do throw hard get hurt. So we're going to start ages 8 to 12, and the number one thing for me, or the first thing for me, that what happens is they have bad mechanics. Okay, these kids are starting out with terrible throwing mechanics. And the coaches down at 8 to 12, you're talking about somebody's dad, you're talking about a volunteer. They don't really know. They don't know what to tell you, what to do. They're just happy that you threw the ball at the other little kid. So bad mechanics, all right? Very, very underdeveloped, high pitch totals per inning. So little Johnny goes out there. He's got a 50 pitch limit, which is a lot for that age. But say it's a 50 pitch limit. Well, he goes out and throws 35 pitches in one inning and then goes out and throws 25 pitches in the other. That's a lot. Now, I know you're sitting here, high school or coaches, and you're thinking every kid does that. Yes, that's part of the problem. High pitch innings, part of the problem. You're not teaching contact. At that high pitch inning, at that age, those kids are afraid of letting the kids hit the ball, where you've got to sit there and teach, hit the ball, pitch count down. And now if your kids don't catch it, that's even on you too. Coach them up to catch the damn ball. All right. Pitching in multiple teams in multiple leagues. Now, as a travel ball coach, I know I deal with kids playing in multiple leagues and things like that, but we as an organization put development first. So we know when you're pitching in different leagues, we know what's going on, and we're not going to overuse you. However, that is not the case in most situations. They're going to pitch you regardless. If you're a pitcher on one group, you're going to pitch the other group. Way too much pitching, way too many pitches, way too many high stress innings with bad mechanics, underdeveloped. See how it's adding up? Okay. Pitching back-to-back days, or even sometimes pitching back-to-back in the same day. That happens all the time. Coaches want to win that tournament. So little Johnny's going to throw 2 innings here, and then boom, tomorrow he's going to throw 4 innings. So that's not good for little Johnny. Now, again, I'm a travel ball coach. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never done that, but I don't do it with younger kids. And our kids that are older, we're developing them within a throwing program to do that, but we'll get to that later. All right. So those in the 8 to 12 range are the big issues there for that 8 to 12 range. Now, if those issues didn't get addressed, those carry on into 12 to 15. So all of those things that I just said have now bleeded over to the 12 to 15. All right. So 12 to 15, one stud, lots of use. You get one guy, he gets used a ton. That's arm problems. All right. Curveballs galore. You just started to learn the curveball. Now guys, coaches are saying, throw that curveball, throw it. Because kids can't hit it. Coaches are more worried about winning a game. Like, who gives a damn about that game? Develop the kid. Now, we want to win, but win with the fastball, win developing. Throw the curveball in the right time. Stop throwing it with 2 strikes every single time. Throw a fastball every now and then. Back-to-back games, same scenario. Back-to-back games in this situation is a big problem. And then at 12 to 15, it's really, you need a throwing program. There's a lack of throwing program. So that is another thing. So now we've got all the stuff from our youth 8 to 12, now our youth 12 to 15, all of these problems. A lot of these times, all of those problems aren't addressed. So now you get into high school and we've got more problems, okay? Added on to those that you haven't addressed. All right, uneducated high school coaches that play to win. Guys, I get it. I love you. I'm not here to piss you off, and I know I will. But a lot of high school coaches really don't have any real knowledge other than they're just trying to win a game. They don't have any real knowledge in how to develop somebody. A lot of guys don't have time. Some of these guys are getting paid $1,000 for the season or $2,000 for the season. It breaks down to like $4.50 the hour they spend with you. So really, you can't blame them. But I'm just sitting there saying, like, it happens. But they're playing to win. They're not necessarily playing to develop you. They want to win that district championship, that regional championship, try to win a state championship. That's why they're doing this. It's not to develop you and to get you into college. That's not their end-all, be-all goal. Granted, there's guys out there that do that, but we're talking about it as a whole. So then we get to really uneducated travel ball coaches. Now, travel ball is a wild, wild west. I have coached against so many guys that have no damn clue what they're doing. None. There's guys out there that run great programs, have great looking uniforms, post great videos. No clue. They've got no idea. Okay? None. But it looks like they do. And that's the problem that you as the consumer, you as the parent fall into. You don't really know who to trust. But they're really uneducated. They are doing it for whatever reason. They're doing it for themselves. Now that pitcher comes in and he's got to pitch a championship game, and he pitched the first game and he hasn't been developed, and that coach hasn't asked him, hey, what did you throw all week? There's no pitching guidelines as far as pitch count. So then you run into that too. All right. Then there's bad throw hard at all cost throwing programs. You're going to see it out there. Okay. Listen, I'm not here to bash on Driveline or whatever. That works for some people. Alan Yeager's program, who they've now teamed up with Driveline. I love his program, the long toss program and things like that. That's what I did. It got me back to throwing 100 miles an hour again after I'd hurt my arm. And it really got me back and allowed me to play a little bit longer until I got hurt again. But that was towards the end of my career. But Driveline for me, like, it's high risk, high reward type situation. Really works for some people, really doesn't. You have to do that with somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. I just wouldn't trust a guy who took a class to go then do that. I would consult a professional who's done it. Honest to God, throw the ball consistently, play catch, and you'll be good. As far as if you have good mechanics and you don't have all these problems that we listed before. So there's bad throw hard at all cost programs with no real development. Again, lots of curveballs. You're not being taught to beat somebody with a fastball or location. You're when it comes down to nut cutting time, you're sitting there, you're throwing a curveball, and that curveball after is going to get you one of these nice things right there. All right, you just can't throw it, and especially guys are throwing that curveball wrong. It's a lot of snap as opposed to just pull. So, and then they're extending their arm all the way straight out, banging that arm out instead of keeping it curved and cocked at an angle and then pulling. So there's things like that. Guys don't really know how to teach the curveball without hurting somebody. There's a lack of starter development, okay? And I see it a lot in travel ball. So one of the things that we do as an organization, and I've had coaches kind of steer away from it, and I yoke them back into line, say, no, we develop starters, okay? Guys who pitch, who are going to pitch at the next level, they're starters at this level, all right? Very seldomly, and it happens, a guy throws 1 or 2 innings and throws super hard. That guy will get to the next level, but I'll tell you what, he's going to be developed as a starter up there too, unless he just can't throw strikes or can't throw hard for a long period of time. So here at FGC, we develop starters. I want our guys to go at least 4 or 5 innings every single time out, and then I've got bridge guys, okay? Now what that does also is it keeps you from pitching that guy back-to-back days too. So we develop that guy as a starter. He then throws his bullpens throughout the week, and we bring him back. That's development, okay? Then lack of a daily throwing program. Kids are lazy as hell with this. I am so on top of my group to throw every day. You know, take 1 day off a week, but play catch every single day. That's the minimum we can do. Kids are not playing catch every single day. 15, 20 minutes, that's all it takes. Play catch, all right? Then there's a lack of an arm care program, a definite lack of an arm strengthening program to where you're strengthening your shoulders and your your upper back shoulders here, and then your forearms and all of those muscles that are the little muscles that go to throw. The other thing is a bad strength program. And I've got that actually down here one, but we're going to add it to this one too. So a bad strength program, somebody out there who's lifting way too much. Like I've seen programs where they're just like, lift. You'll throw harder. Yeah, you're going to throw harder, but you're also increasing your chances of getting hurt if you're lifting the wrong way. You know, you don't need a muscle head for a baseball player. It's just not what you need. I mean, the days of like, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire just turning on balls, Sosa, those guys, that's different. It's not really like that anymore. We can't just inject ourselves and get real big and swing hard. As youth, you got to work out the right way, work the right muscles so you can keep yourself healthy. Poor conditioning, arm and body with stretching, okay? And I'm going to add plyometrics in there too. No group of kids I've ever, that I see, like hardly any of them, come in conditioned really well. Then I'm talking about cardio, I'm talking about short cardio, long cardio. I'm talking about being strong in our core, our lower back, our being able to be flexible, being able to be quick. All of these things are missing from the majority of the kids that I get, and then we try to implement that. So what happens is now we've gone over all these things, and I excuse my basketball worksheet here, but these are all the things that could possibly be wrong, right? That I get kids all the time that have every one of these, because they had poor coaching and development at the youth level, 8 to 12, at the youth level, 12 to 15, and then in high school. Because it takes a lot of time and effort to change this. If I've got to fix all of these problems, I'm just looking at what can I put a Band-Aid on so he doesn't get hurt and I can get him to college to where the college coach can now deal with it. So it's a problem. And you guys are looking for how you develop. Like, you need all of these things. You want to play at the next level and be successful, you got to do all of these things. And it's not the quick fix. It's not playing on that team that's full of superstars that you could just be a part of. All right? Unless that's just what you want. Unless that's the experience you want. So listen, find somebody who can train you, who can help you get ready. I train guys here, but I'm limited. I'm considering opening up a virtual training type situation where I can train people from across the country. I'm considering that. But find somebody that knows what they're doing. Find somebody with a proven track record. I've helped put over 250 scholarship offers since 2014. And there's other guys that do things like that too. But you got to find somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about, because your kid can get hurt doing baseball. Baseball is a different kind of sport. It's a very skill sport. It's not just be as athletic as you could be, jump as high as you can jump, and all that. But all that helps. But it's a very skill sport. So those are the things that all add up, okay, to your kid getting hurt or underdevelopment. So listen, my name's Seth McClung. I'm a former Major League Baseball player. If I can help you in any way, it is a service I provide. I've never worked outside of baseball, so this is what I do for my living and my job. I hope this information helps you. And if you need any more help, contact me or come play for me at Florida Gulf Coast Prospects. Check out Florida Prospects. We're on the web at our Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. We're all out there. Just search FGCP or Florida Gulf Coast Prospects. It'll pop up. Contact me for more information in the link below. I'll put all the information. I'll probably put all the information on this video too. But thank you so much. Again, please like, share, and follow. And I look forward to helping you guys out.